This is
Kitty likes the boots. Oh, I like that kitty.
that's Buddy.
I know, I love Buddy. Hey,
Hi guys, we'll start in about a minute and a half. I just had to go on early for many reasons. The main one is to adjust the picture. And Bob, you're on TV.
Oh, hold on. Oh.
The sadakas are flowing in.
Yay! Anubia's coming around the corner. You should let her in. Oh, good.
Who?
Anubia, I don't know. She asked me if she could park, and I said yes. She said this is
Anubia or a newbie.
Newbie.
I see. Watch your back. Cat. Don't let the cat out, man. I can't run after it. Please do not let cat out.
Don't let the cat out of the bag.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Well, welcome. Where's Buddy? Come on, Buddy. Come on.
All right. Ladies' room is there. Men use it too. Be careful. Welcome.
Thanks.
You want espresso?
No, thank you. I just had a little
This is Jackie, Tony. This is Mary,
Hi.
Richard,
Hi.
Robert, also known as Bob.
Yeah, water would be nice. Where am I supposed to go?
Wherever you like. Sit out there, sit here, sit on the mat, whatever you like.
Is there a restroom?
Sure, right there. Jackie will show you. Oh my God. You got all dressed up, hair and everything. Yeah.
No,
You're
not
ready.
at all. I was running.
Good afternoon. It's 1 o'clock here in the northeast of the United States, and this is the Tibet Center, Kunchab Tarduling, a Buddhist meditation and study center located in New York City and northern New Jersey. And this is our bi-weekly presentation of the Buddha Dharma, specifically today, White Tara Sadhana, a meditation for long life and health. If there's anyone for whom you wish us to pray for who is ill, please put their names in the chat box. We'll be praying specifically for Mrs. Froze, for Lori Rankin, for our sister Maya, for Cheyenne, who's about to give birth, and anyone else you wish. There'll be two components to today's presentation, the White Tara Sadhana itself and the prayer called Crown Ornament for the Wise. Both of these are on our website, the tibetcenter.org. In the FAQ section, when you get there, scroll down to prayers, and you'll see them all. Any problems with the picture or the sound, etc., please text me or Mr. Smith. So we'll begin. We'll begin with the White Tara Sadhana. The whole program will last 45 minutes, within which we say 1,000 mantras, which are silent. So in the space in front of myself appears a 4-petaled white lotus flower. In its center sits White Tara, an emanation of my root guru, who initiated me into White Tara. The center front petal represents all the gurus, the left, all the Buddhas, the right, the Sangha, and the back, the Dharma in the form of books. I and all beings, limitless as the sky, from this day until enlightenment, take refuge in the glorious holy gurus, in the perfect Buddhas, in the sacred Dharma, in the exalted Sangha, assembly of deities surrounding noble White Tara, the wish-fulfilling. I and all beings, limitless as the sky, from this day until enlightenment, take refuge in the glorious holy gurus, in the perfect Buddhas, in the exalted Dharma, in the exalted Sangha, and in the assembly of deities surrounding noble White Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel. I and all beings, limitless as the sky, from this day until enlightenment, take refuge in the glorious holy gurus, in the perfect Buddhas, in the sacred Dharma, in the exalted Sangha, and in the assembly of deities surrounding noble White Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel. I prostrate and take refuge in the Guru and the three jewels. I pray for your blessing. In order to attain the state of Buddhahood for the benefit of beings, I undertake the meditation and recitation of noble White Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel. I and all take refuge in the Buddha and the three jewels. I pray for your blessing. In order to attain the state of Buddhahood for the benefit of beings, I undertake the meditation and recitation of noble White Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel. I prostrate and take refuge in the Guru and the three jewels. I pray for your blessing. In order to attain the state of Buddhahood for all beings, I undertake the meditation and notation of noble white Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel. Now dissolve the objects of refuge into white Tara, who are self-dissolved as white light, into your central channel, becoming of one taste, and you yourself arise as white Tara, adorned with the three letters Om Om Ahum. Inside the Hum is Tam. Let me adjust this light because I'm having a problem with seeing it. This thing is creating a shadow. Okay. Om Vajramrita Kundali Hanahana Om Fet. Om Swabhavashuddha Sarvadam. Swabhavashuddha Ham. Everything becomes empty. From within emptiness arises Om, from which arises a spacious and vast Torma vessel formed of gems. Within the vessel, the Om melts into light and becomes celestial substances. Drinking water, bathing water, flowers, incense, light, perfumed water, food and music, luminous and unobstructed, vast as the sky. Time out my heart, sins out terrifying deities. Purify the offerings from the demons of attachment to self, existence of the offerings, misconception and wrong view, and having dispelled the demons, the deities reabsorb back into my heart. Om Agam Ahum, Om Padyam Ahum, Om Pushpe Ahum, Om Dupe Ahum, Om Aloke Ahum, Om Gande Ahum, Om Navidya Ahum, Om Shabda Ahum. In an instant, I reappear as the luminous white noble one. From the Tam in my heart, lights radiate, invoking Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel, from the Patala, and also invoking multitudes of Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. They appear in the sky before me. The lights then dissolve back into my heart. With the crown of their heads, Devas and Asuras bow to touch your lotus feet. To she who saves from all misfortune, to liberating mother, I prostrate and give praise. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Agam Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Padyam Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Pushpe Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Dupe Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Aloke Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Gande Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Navidya Pratichahum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapare Vare Shabda Pratichahum Soha. I take refuge in the three precious jewels. I confess all negative deeds. I rejoice in the merit of all beings. I maintain the enlightened attitude. Until enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the exalted Sangha. In order to accomplish benefit for myself and all others, I generate the enlightened mind, and having generated this enlightened attitude, all beings to attain bliss. In order to benefit beings, may I attain enlightenment. I take refuge in the three precious jewels. I confess all negative deeds. I rejoice in the merit of all beings. I maintain the enlightened attitude. Until enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the exalted Sangha. In order to accomplish benefit for myself and all others, I generate the enlightened mind. And having generated this enlightened attitude, I invite all beings to enjoy the supreme bliss. In order to benefit beings, may I attain enlightenment. I take refuge in the three precious jewels. I confess all negative deeds. I rejoice in the merit of all beings. I maintain the enlightened attitude. Until enlightenment, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the exalted Sangha. In order for myself and all others, I generate enlightened mind. And having generated this enlightened attitude, I invite all beings to enjoy the supreme bliss. In order to benefit beings, may I attain enlightenment. May all beings have happiness in the cause of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering in the cause of suffering. May all beings never be parted from supreme happiness, which is beyond suffering. May all beings remain in great equanimity, which is beyond attachment and aversion. May all beings have happiness in the cause of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering in the cause of suffering. May all beings never be parted from supreme happiness, which is beyond suffering. May all beings remain in great equanimity, which is beyond attachment and aversion. May all beings have happiness in the cause of happiness. May all beings be free of suffering and the cause of suffering. May all beings parted from supreme happiness, which is beyond suffering. May all beings remain in great equanimity, which is beyond attachment and aversion. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarvadharma, Swabhava Shuddha Ham. Everything becomes empty. At this point, do meditation on emptiness of oneself, of the yidam, of the mere nomination of skandhas and elements for a brief moment, and then we'll do a little analytical meditation. 2 minutes, I'll read from a text, but first a few minutes. Emptiness. So before we start with an emptiness, this is a bit from this book called How to Free Your Mind by the Venerable Tipton Chudran. It's all about Tara. A very short, what we're meditating on, a little short description. The purpose of doing the Tara practice is not to worship Tara. Tara is a fully enlightened Buddha. She doesn't need our worship or offerings. We don't do these practices for the sake of the enlightened beings to win their favor or to soothe their wrath. As a Buddha, Tara is free from ego needs and only experiences infinite bliss. Rather, bowing and making offerings, reciting mantra, and so on generates special feelings within our own mind. We do these practices in order to transform our attitude so that we can develop the same enlightened qualities as Tara. The purpose of meditating on Tara isn't to feel good by worshiping an external deity. Oh, I offered apples to Tara and I'm happy because now she'll help me. Wrong. The ultimate purpose of showing respect and praising Tara's qualities is to provoke us to contemplate, how can I develop those same qualities? How can I transform my mind to become more like Tara, to become a Buddha, in other words. She's Buddha in female form. So with an emptiness appears Pam, which becomes a white lotus, and Ah, which becomes a moon disk. On this is my mind in the form of a white Tam, radiating lights which accomplish the two benefits. On top of the lights are offering goddesses, bringing offerings to Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, and returning, bringing the knowledge of blessings and knowledge of them back. On the bottom, the lights of Tara, transforming all beings into the state of Tara. All those Taras return. The lights and Taras return, completely transforming me into the noble wish-fulfilling wheel. My body is white. I have one face and two hands. My right hand is in the mudra of excellent generosity. At the level of my heart, the first and fourth fingers of my left hand holds the stem of an utpala flower, which has 3 stalks. The center stalk is blossoming, the right has fruit, and the left is closed. These 3 represent the Buddhas of the 3 times. I'm adorned with jewels, and I'm wearing various silk garments. At my back is a moon disk, and my feet rest in the Vajra position. At my forehead is a white Om, at my throat a red Ha, and at my heart a blue Hum. Upon a moon disk in my heart is a white Tam. It radiates lights and invokes from the Patala in the south the noble wish-fulfilling wheel surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. Ja Hum Bam Ho. Again from my heart, the light of the seed syllable radiates and invites the empowering deities. I request you to bestow on me your empowerment. Upon this supplication, the deities hold a vase filled with the nectar of wisdom. Om Sarvatathagata Abhashakara Samaya Shriya Hum. They bestow empowerment with nectar, filling my body and purifying all stains. The excess overflows at my crown and transforms into Amatayas Buddha. Om Vajram Rita Kandali Hana Hum Fet. Om Swabhava Shuddha Sarvadharma, Swabhava Shuddha Ham. Everything becomes empty. From within emptiness arises Om, from which arises a spacious and vast torma vessel formed of gems. Within the vessel, the Om melts into light and becomes celestial substances, drinking water, bathing water, flowers, incense, light, perfumed water, food and music, luminous and unobstructed, vast as the sky. Om Argam Ahum, Om Padyam Ahum, Om Pushpe Ahum, Om Dupe Ahum, Om Aloke Ahum. Om Gande Ahum. Om Navidya Ahum. Om Shabda Ahum. So you bless the offerings and now you offer them. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Agam Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Padyam Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Pushpe Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Dupe Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Aloke Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Gande Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Navidya Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapati Wade Shabda Pratichum Soha. Tare liberates from samsara. Tutare frees from the 8 fears. Ture protects from all sickness. Praise and prostration to the liberating one. The activities of kindness and knowledge of infinite Buddhas appear in the form of the beautiful goddess, the one who bestows long life and supreme siddhi to galaxies of beings. I praise the supreme white goddess who holds the Utpala flower. I've appeared as noble white Tara. In my heart center appears a white wheel with 8 spokes, a hub, and 3 rims. In the center, on top of a moon disk, is my mind in the form of the white syllable Tam, surrounded by Om and Ha, and the long life mantra Om Tare Tutare Ture Mama Aya Punyajana Pustan Kuda Soha. Further out on the 8 spokes are the 6 wisdom syllables Tare, Tutare, Ture, Soha. On the inner rim of the vowels circling counterclockwise. On the middle rim are the consonants circling clockwise. On the outer rim is the mantra of independent origination arranged clockwise. We say mantras and consonants and vowels silently. Multifaceted lights, the nature of nectar, radiate from the seed syllable and all the letters. The letters themselves are translucent lights. On the crown of my head sits the head of Tara's lineage family, the Buddha Amatayas. His body is red, with 1 face and 2 arms. He is holding a vase filled with the nectar of immortality. The vase rests in his 2 hands, which are in the mudra of samadhi. He is wearing silks and is adorned with jeweled ornaments. He is seated in full Vajra posture, and at his heart center the red syllable breathe. So I read this part now. From the red Amatai's heart, lights are emitted. Dark blue lights go out and bring back purified element of space, which fills Amataias' vase, overflows and descends, filling my body and making all channels proper. All diseases connected with space are eliminated. Green lights go out and bring back the essence of wind energy, and the purified wind energy fills the vase, overflows and fills my body. All faulty winds are made proper, and all diseases connected to them are eliminated. Red lights go out and bring back the essence of fire, which fills the vase, overflows and fills my body. My body temperature regulates as needed. All diseases connected with the fire element are eliminated. Milk white lights go out and bring back the essence of water, which fills the vase, overflows and fills my body, which becomes moist and full. All diseases connected to the water element are eliminated. Yellow lights go out and bring the purified element of earth, which fills the vase, overflows and fills my body, and all solid elements become proper. All diseases of the earth element are eliminated, and I've received the city of long life, and my body is filled with bliss. Now, from the red lights in the form of hooks radiate in the 10 directions. My life force, which has been taken away, stolen, dispersed, and lost due to human and non-human forces, the essence of the 5 elements, the lifespan and merit of all beings, the glory and splendor of the 3 realms, all favorable circumstances and riches of the world, the blessings of the body, speech, and mind of the Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. All these come back in the form of multicolored lights and nectars and dissolve into the vase held by Amatayas. White nectar enters through the crown of my head and descends, melting into the wheel, the mantra circle, and the syllable at my heart's center. It then continues to descend, filling my body, cleansing completely, purifying all the obscurations, sicknesses, negative influences, and obstacles to long life which I have accumulated. My lifespan, merit, degenerated vows, and promises are restored, and I attain the city of immortality 7 times. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. Om Tare Tutare Turi Mama Aya Punya Jana Pushtam Kudu Soha. I am surrounded by a white wheel made of indestructible metal, similar to a cone. The tips of its 10 spokes in the cardinal, intermediate, upper, and lower directions are very sharp. Turning clockwise, they cut all negative forces. Sparks burn away all obstacles and negative influences, which ignite like the burning wings of a bird. From the circle mantra in my heart center, white lights radiate, filling my body and alleviating illnesses, pacifying negative influences, negative deeds, obscurations, and obstacles to long life. The lights leave through the pores of my skin. A white dome surrounds my body, and I'm aware of accomplishing all activities of pacification. Again, from the circle mantra in my heart center, yellow lights radiate, filling my body, increasing my merit, long life by hearing and contemplation. The lights leave through the pores of my skin. The yellow dome envelops the dome, and I am aware of accomplishing all activities of increase. Again, from the circle mantra in my heart center, red lights radiate, filling the building with 3 spheres. The lights leave through the pores of my skin. The red dome envelops the yellow dome, and I am aware of accomplishing all activities of empowerment. Again, from the circle mantra in my heart center, deep blue lights radiate, bestowing the ability of the wrathful actions and the ability to cut dualism and ignorance. The lights leave through the pores of my skin, and I am aware of accomplishing all activities of subjugation. The blue dome envelops the red dome. Again, from the circle mantra in my heart center, green lights radiate, bestowing the ability to accomplish all goals. The lights leave through the pores of my skin. The green dome envelops the blue dome, and I am aware of accomplishing all activities. Again, from the circle mantra in my heart center, purple lights radiate, stabilizing all cities and activities. The lights leave through the pores of my skin, enveloping the green dome, and I am aware of all cities and activities being stabilized. The 6 domes have a spherical egg-like shape. They are so solid that they cannot be penetrated even by the winds at the end of an eon. The empty spaces between the domes are filled with newly blossomed, tender blue lotus flowers, which sparkle with dewdrops. While you recite the mantra, do all of the above visualizations as well as the following ones. Imagine a white tara in front of yourselves, and with each mantra, a duplicate tara leaves that tara, comes to your crown, and dissolves into your central channel. Or meditate on the emptiness of all the visualized lights, domes, etc., of oneself as tara, and so forth. Please help me to develop my wisdom, my longevity, and my merit. This is the meaning of the mantra, Om Tare Tutare Turi So. We'll do 1,000, I'll hold the count. You need a rosary? You need a rosary? You want a rosary? You need one? You just go home, Tare Tare Turi. Yeah. Turi So, Tare Tutare Turi. Useless, yes. There is one.
Om Tare Tutare Turi Soha. Confession mantra we say 3 times. Om Baba Savamaya Manapalaya Panopatishti. Rudame Baba, Sudashuma Baba, Supashuma Baba, Narakta Baba, Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha, Sova Koma Sukha Me, Charam Shriyam Kuru Hum. Ha 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 ho Bhagavan. Sarva Tathagata Padma Mame Mancha. Padma Baba Masmaya Safa Om Fat. Om Padma Safa Samaya Manapalaya. Padma Safa Danopatishti Rudame Baba. Sudashuma Baba, Supashuma Baba, Narakta Baba, Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha, Sova Koma Sukha Me, Charam Shriyam Kuru Hum. Ha 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 ho Bhagavan. Sarva Tathagata Padma Mame Mancha Padma Baba Samaya Sarpa Om Fat. Om Padma Safa Samaya Manupalaya Padma Safa Danopatishta Judame Baba Surashuma Baba Supashuma Baba Narakame Baba Sarva Siddhi Me Prayacha Sova Koma Sukha Me Chiram Sriyam Kuru Hum Ha 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 ho Bhagavan Sarva Tathagata Padma Mame Mancha Padma Baba Samaya Sarpa Om Fat. Om Ariatare, Sabadeware, Argam, Padyam, Pushpe, Dupe, Aloke, Gande, Navidya, Shabda, Pratichum, Soha. Tare liberates from samsara. Tutare frees from the 8 fears. Ture protects from all sickness. Praise and prostration to the liberating one. The activities of kindness and knowledge of infinite Buddhas appear in the form of the beautiful goddess. She who bestows long life and supreme siddhi to galaxies of beings. I praise the supreme white goddess who holds the Apollo flower. Turn to page 8. There it is. Toma cake is off camera, but we have it. It's Shibata. Om Vajramrita Kundali Hana Hana Hum Fat. Om Swabhava Shuddha Swabhava Shuddha Ham. Everything becomes empty. From within emptiness arises Om, from which arises a spacious and vast torma vessel formed of gems. Within the vessel, the Om melts into light, which transforms the torma into a vast ocean, inexhaustible wisdom. Om Ah Hum, Om Ah Hum, Om Ah Hum. From the Tam in my heart center, lights radiate and invoke Tara, surrounded by Buddhas and Bodhisattvas. With their straw-like tongues, they partake of the essence of the Torma. Om Aryatare Sapadiwadi Idam Balimta Kaka Kai Kai. 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 Om Aryatare Sapadiwadi Argam Praticha Hum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapadiwadi Padyam Praticha Hum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapadiwadi Pushpe Praticha Hum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapadiwadi Dupe Praticha Hum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapadiwadi Aloke Praticha Hum Soha.
Om Aryatare Sapariwadi Gande Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatare Sapariwadi Navidya Pratichum Soha. Om Aryatara Sapariwadi Shabda Pratichahum Soha. The acts of kindness and knowledge of infinite Buddhas appear in the form of the beautiful goddess, she who bestows long life and supreme city to galaxies of beings. I praise the supreme white goddess who holds the Yotpala flower. Victorious noble Tara, please grant me and all beings the blessings which purify all obstacles to long life. Please grant the city of immortality. One time. Om Pamasavazamaya Manopalaya. Pamasaftano Patishta Dudamebab. Sudashuma Baba, Supashuma Baba, Naraktame Baba. Sarva City me Praya to Salvakama Sukha me. Chiram Shriam Kuru Hum. Ha 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 ho Bhagavan. Sarva Tathagata. Padma Mame Mancha Padma Baba Ma. Samaya Sattva Om Fat. Whatever mistakes I may have unknowingly committed by not being able to make the proper offerings and so forth, whatever misdeeds I may have done during this session, may you kindly forgive me. Please remain here together with these representations as long as samsara exists, and also grant health, long life, wealth in all the cities. Om Supatishta Vajra Ye Soha. The jhana sattvas return to their abode, and the samaya sattvas dissolve into oneself. From the syllable in my heart, rays of light emanate, causing the surroundings to melt into light, which absorbs into the protection wheel, which absorbs into the purple dome. Starting from the outside, the 6 domes dissolve into one another and then into me. I dissolve into the wheel of my heart center. This wheel dissolves into the circle mantra, which dissolves into the tam. The tam disappears gradually into emptiness. From within emptiness, I reappear as Tara. At my forehead is an Om. At my throat is an Ah. And at my heart is a Hum. By this virtue may I swiftly accomplish white Tara. May all beings without exception be established at her level. When signs of untimely death appear, may Tara, the wish-fulfilling wheel, appear clearly and prevent my death. As a result of merits obtained from the recitation and meditation on Tara, may all obstacles, interferences, and negative influences be pacified. May immortality be experienced. Just to see, hear, and remember you eliminates all the signs of untimely death. Through all my successive lives, may I be protected by noble Tara and practice the sacred Dharma. So the final component of our presentation is crown ornament for the wise, praising all the 21 Taras, and it's a little bit of an education itself on the second page. But by the qualities mentioned, you understand she's a Buddha. This Buddha appears in any form that you need. Buddha appearing in a female form, very nice female form. Tara Avalokiteshvara, I bow down. Homage to exalted Tara, at whose lotus feet Vishnu, Brahma, Vriyapati, Ganesh, Ishvarya, Surya, and the other crown ornaments amongst the many gods most reverently offer worship. By the magical power of Avalokiteshvara's compassion, the knowledge, mercy, and strength of Buddhas, past, present, and future, manifested in the form of the beautiful goddess of action, at the feet of Tara, who protects from poverty, I bow down. Upon a pure lotus and moon symbolizing knowledge and voidness, sits the emerald goddess, having one face and 2 arms. Homage to she bounding with youth, whose right leg outstretched and left withdrawn symbolize wisdom and method conjoined. Her bulging breasts are a treasure of non-samsaric bliss. Her moonlight face smiles brightly, and her wide, compassionate eyes gaze in serenity. Homage to the beautiful one of the rosewood forest. Homage to she whose delicate right hand, like a turquoise tree spreading its branches, stretches into the mudra's supreme generosity, as though inviting sages to a festival of supreme city. Homage to she whose left hand is in the mudra bestowing refuge, which symbolizing the 3 jewels seems to call out, O you who see 100 terrors, fear not, for I will quickly protect you. Homage to she with hands adorned with blue lotus flowers that act as an inspiring whip, as though saying, be not attracted to samsaric pleasures, but enter into the city of great liberation. Homage to she who can conquer the Lord of Death, for by Buddha Amitabha, he radiant as a ruby is she crowned. his hands in the meditation posture bear a bowl of ambrosia to bestow the city of immortality. Homage to she adorned with ornaments that embody each and every beauty of celestial wish-fulfilling gems made by the craftsman merit and wisdom. Like an emerald mountain clothed in rainbows, the upper part of her body is draped in celestial silks, and a panchalika skirt hugs her thin, supple waist. To her I bow down. And homage to the goddess at her right side, Marichi, peaceful in countenance and emanating light the color of the sun. And also to the goddess at her left, Ekajati, wrathful, lustful, radiant, and the color of the sky. Homage to she whose skies are filled with myriads of goddesses skilled in dance in the 6 types of song, who hold up countless offerings such as white umbrellas, peacock fans, stringed instruments, and flutes. The consorts of Vishnu, Indra, and Ishvara, and thousands of other enchanting immortal goddesses must compete in beauty merely with your servants. To the form of the exquisite goddess I bow down. From the vast billowing clouds of your compassion resounds the thunder of teaching sweet to hear, seizing disciples in a rain of 8 branches. To she, wise in raining teachings, I bow down. Ocean-like treasure of qualities who sees all things, who can describe you as you really are? For your unimpeded mind possesses 10 powers. To she, gone to the end of knowledge, I bow down. Although having found peace, she is moved by compassion, and with arms of compassion quickly carries to peace the being sinking in an ocean of misery. To she, gone to the end of compassion, I bow down. Her activities of pacifying, increasing, overpowering, and destroying, like tides of the ocean, pause not for a moment, but spontaneously roll on in an unbroken flow. To she, gone to the end of action, I bow down. Merely by remembering her feet, one is protected from the 8 terrifying agents and evil ghosts, and from terrors such as obstacles to liberation and omniscience. To she, gone to the end of power, I bow down. Therefore, O worthy refuge, I beseech you, protect living beings from diseases, ghosts, demons, untimely death, nightmares, evil omens, and every cause of terror. Protect us from the terrifying lying pride, who dwells on the mountain of wrong views, and who is an inflated mentality, holding itself better than others, and yielding a claw to degrade the world. Protect us from the terrifying elephant ignorance, who is not tamed by the sharp hooks of mindful alertness, and who, from confusion caused by drinking the alcohol of sensual indulgence, leads us down the wrong paths to the sharp fangs of pain. Protect us from the terrifying fires of anger, which incite the wind of improper mental activity, and amidst swirling smoke clouds of wrong action, have power to burn down the forest of goodness. Protect us from the terrifying snake jealousy, who, attached to its nest of ignorance, is unable to bear seeing the wealth or prosperity of others, and instantly infects everything with poison. Protect us from the terrifying thief wrong view, who creates the dreadful wilds of inferior discipline and the stark deserts of eternalism and nihilism, and destroys the towns and hermitages of virtue and joy. Protect us from the terrifying shackles of miserliness that hold us in a lock of attachment difficult to spring, and bind living beings helplessly in the unbearable prison of cyclic existence. Protect us from the terrifying waters of desire that carry us in the current of samsara so hard to ford, and that, conditioned by violent winds of karma, toss in waves of birth, sickness, old age, and death. Protect us from the terrifying ghost doubt, the malignant spirit who moves in the space of ignorance, attacking those with interest in ultimate aims and disturbing the life of freedom. By the power of this praise and supplication to you, may conditions opposing dharmic practice be quelled, and may all conducive circumstances such as long life, merits, glory, and prosperity be produced. May all beings be cared for by Buddha Amitabha and led to the Pure Land Sukhavati, and without the 100-fold difficulty, may they quickly touch the ground of enlightenment. May I always remember my previous lives. May I never be separated from the enlightened attitude, and firmly as the river flows, may I persevere in seeking the vast ways of the Bodhisattvas. never hoping to benefit myself alone, solely for others, may I absorb myself in the quest, and may I produce the conditions that actually benefit others, such as mystic vision, clairvoyance, skill in teaching, and patience. May I never be faint in furthering through infinite fields the holy teachings of the victorious ones, and in order constantly to fulfill the needs of living beings, may I quickly and easily gain this stage of a Buddha. This concludes today's presentation. Our next presentation will be a Dharma talk by Venerable Tenzin Karuna, also known as Jackie. This will be Tuesday night in New York City at the Settlement House, Houston and Bowery. And then the next Dharma class will be Wednesday night here in the Parsonage in South Orange. You're welcome to both places. On our website, you have the instructions to get to both places. Thank you very much for your kind, patient listening. I know it's a little long, but that's the way it is. Big love to all of you and a happy new year, the whole year, not just the day, the whole year. Thank you.
Are you okay? You want me to do it?
Yeah, I got it. I got bad shakes lately. Maybe it's the antibiotics.